Hello everybody, welcome back to Muddling Through Minecraft. I am Niceberg and it has been a long time since we've been in this world together, but I am looking forward to being back. And there has not been no progress made in this world. I do have some things going on. We'll go through them and check them out, but first, I'm about to do something really, really stupid. Here is the silly, stupid thing that I'm doing. I am building a massive storage system out here that will both do some bulk storage. That's the plan for all of these chests over here, as well as some multi-item sorting storage, which is what this hallway is going to be over here. Now, I am not convinced that this hallway is enough for my multi-item sorter storage, but we're going to see how far it takes me based on the plans that I've got. And if I need to, we will back it up. Maybe we can extend it out over here. Oh, boy. We can maybe extend it out over here a little bit, although I don't want to go over these tanks. Oh, hey, I built these tanks out here. There's nothing in them. Oh, I lied. There's a zombie in them. Oh, he's holding stinking string, too. He's not going to go anywhere. See ya. So there's nothing in them at this point. I just liked the idea of oh, my goodness, look at them all. What is the deal? I just liked the idea of having tanks out here like this. I don't know for sure. Come on. I don't know for sure that I will use them for something, but I've got some other ideas of another feature that's going to kind of go in this section here. Maybe that can help with our storage a little bit. I've thought about maybe putting farms in these two. This one houses another beacon. I was one beacon short to get the full power. I haven't even shown you that over there. But this houses a second beacon to get beacon coverage over the entire area. And of course, the big thing that we've been working on is the big addition here now is the roof to the factory over here. And we've got a little bit of a second story kind of going in over there. And yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I kind of feel like the lore of this area maybe is they started to do some mining out here and they discovered this beacon, this power that shot up from the ground once it was opened up. And so they've kind of housed it and created this window to sort of recognize the power that it gives as far as haste and everything, as far as mining and factoring goes or something like that. And so this section was has a little fancier design between the windows and the copper roof. And then the rest of the factory has a little bit different sort of design to it. But that was almost as if the beacon was found as it was being dug. So that's going on. I have a lava farm over here that I put in a few days ago. I don't know why, but this area was open and available, and I thought, what can we put out here that might make a little bit of sense? So it's kind of graded off. I need to do something with the top. Not sure what I'm going to do there. Can't really do wood over the top of lava. So I'm going to have to come up with something there, but that's my thought there. And this is my first storage room that I was given a go at. And you can see it's got a similar design with the quadrants. This, though, is going to it's going to lend itself to a couple of other design elements that I really like. And this is not its final state, actually. There are a couple other things that I want to do to it. So this is going to help. This design also helps with the sorting procedure. This over here, all four hoppers were right next to each other. It was going to make it kind of difficult to do sorting for the bulk storage, so I had to come up with something different. And the other problem with this storage room is that it was right on top of the bamboo farm, and so I couldn't run any piping or anything from underneath. Everything was going to have to come from the side or from the top, and there were going to be way too many pipes to do that. The new plan here is that this is going to go up to a third floor. The dark oak wood is going to come over this instead of over the bamboo farm. and all of the sorting will happen in the dark oak room, and then it'll come right down below here. I've already got underneath me what was going to be the beginning of the sorting room, and yeah, it's going to be a beast. It's going to be, well, this is different actually. So this is designed that once you drop something in there, it will shoot them out. Bam. And this was going to be okay, except then I was going to have to run everything that got sorted down here would have to have its own individual pipe up to the actual storage room, and that felt like it was going to be unmanageable. Like with my stone types, there's 11 different stone types that I'm wanting to send into bulk storage, and so that was just going to be a ton of piping and way too many pipes. So this has taken a long time to get to this point, and it's just been a bear, and there hasn't been a whole lot of video because like I haven't known what I want to do, and I'm tearing stuff down and redoing and all kinds of stuff. It's kind of hard figuring out what to put on video when I'm just messing around. I am putting some things away because I am, I think, done with the storage system. We're going to go take a look at it here in just a moment, and I am going to try and get it prepped for testing in just a bit. But in order to do that, we're going to need to fill quite a bit of spaces with glass, because I'm not going to fill up every single stinking one of these chests only to find out that it's not functioning. I'm going to go grab some more rockets before we do this. As we fly back over, you can see the mass of redstone and nonsense that is this sorting system. And this is the multi-item sorter area over here, and then the bulk sorter over there. So we can take a quick look and talk about how it's supposed to work, or how it's going to work eventually, because I don't have... there are two things I don't have set up. The initial input, this bums me out. I'm going to have to figure out something else here. The initial input I don't have done, and the overflow or the unsorted items I don't have done. Oh, that's a weird sound when you walk across a frog light. So the top chests are the only ones that are actually multi-item sorter. Then the bottom chests I will throw, once we get a full stack of something in the top chest, then we can throw it in the bottom chest. So that's actually what's going on here, is we've only got one row of each that's going to sort, and then the bottom chest is manual. Over here, everything is manual, and you can see that I've started to play around with design here. There's something about these big wooden pillars that I both like and dislike, so we'll see if what happens here. I got some ideas. Been messing around. So here's how this behemoth works. Over here is the entry point of the sorter, and items will run all the way down here through all of these sorters, and then they'll get whisked away through here, and then they'll get whisked away over to here and over around here. And if any of the items that are in these sorters, which there aren't any items in those sorters right now, if it's an item in these sorters, it will get picked up and put in the appropriate place. I missed one. I'm going to have to go down and check those chests because I'm not sure that I actually... There's another one over there. Did I really not prime 2 full sets of these? I don't think so. I think what happened was when I did the water, I think the items flew out because I think the torches got washed away. Okay, sorry, I digress. Items go all the way snake through here, and if they do not get deposited into one of these bulk items, they go down this tube right here and into the multi-item sorter, and they drop into that hopper right there. They go into the bottom dropper. It kicks it up into the top dropper, into this hopper, and it checks to see if it can sort it in the top chest over there. And if it can, it goes. If not, it goes into the bottom hopper, which goes into the dropper, and so on and so forth. And it will run through all of the top chests. It catches these hoppers here to get over to this side, and then it catches a ride on a waterway over here through a pipe over to the top side here. I'm unhappy with this, but there's not really anything I can do about it at this point. And then once it gets over here, if it doesn't get sorted in that chest, it goes into the barrel, hopper, barrel, hopper. Wanted to make sure there was actually one there. And then it does the exact same thing on the bottom side. So we'll make sure that the bottom side is fully connected. There's the hoppers coming through. And then this part I'm not happy with, but it gets thrown into a waterway over here. And the reason I'm not happy with this is because if this works, I'm going to have to figure out some way to hide this on the wall here. And that's okay, I guess. I just wasn't really thinking that I was going to have to do it. So it comes back through the waterway right here and into the bottom row there. And if, for now, at this point, if it doesn't end up getting sorted in any of those items, it drops into this barrel right here. And so that is the item sorter. Eventually, I'm going to take those items right there and I'm going to pump them into a overflow chest in the middle, and we're going to have some manual storage in this in a island in the middle here a little bit. So that is the plan. I am going to put a whole bunch of glass in these chests, and we're going to test this bad boy out. All right, let's take a look from above. We can see a lot of stuff floating through shooting through the waterway here. And again, I don't know why this is a catching point right here. Don't really understand that, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. It doesn't look like anything else is getting caught on any hoppers. We have a whole bunch of stuff floating through down into here, and we can see the redstone ticking away down here as things move through the system. It looks like we're stopping in about this chest. So this all looks to be working the way it should right now. Let's head down to the multi-item sorting area and check out what's happening in the cobblestone chest. Oh, there we go. Polished deep slate are coming in there a little bit at a time. And one chest over is the other deep slate. Let's see if we've got anything else sorted yet. I don't see anything yet. Go through. You can see some of the chests are full of stained glass. That way, nothing can go in them. That's some lapis. I don't remember if I threw any lapis in or not, but I figured maybe... Uh-oh, that's going to be a problem chest. So let's grab something to fill that really quickly. Oh, no. Cobblestone. Nothing that gets this far should be cobblestone. So the reason I want to fill this chest is because if I don't fill this chest, then I won't know if my overflow chest is working. Same with that one. Arg. All of our smooth stone should be before that point. All right. Now it looks like we've got everything set. That is still working and running. We've got pieces coming through there. There's that lapis, I think. My primary concern then, let's go find the diorite down here and see how much diorite is in my chests. I don't remember where I stored it. What's supposed to be in these? Uh-oh. Okay, so this, I thought this was supposed to be my diorite chest, and we don't have any in here. So I'm going to have to try and figure out what's going on there, where all my diorite is, because I know I threw some diorite, andesite, and granite in. So where is it caught up at? Oh boy. This could be bad. Oh, it's all right here because we're moving too slowly when I've got that much stuff dumped in. Now, when this is functioning at an appropriate rate, we'll have a lot less stuff at a time, and so it won't get backed up like this. So I'm just not sure why that happened. Now, I'm also not sure why these hoppers picked up none of the diorite or granite. So diorite should be in this chest here. Let's go back down there and look and see if it's picked up any diorite at all. Should be in this chest here. There's no diorite in there. Does the water stream move the items too quickly? There should be some granite in there. I just threw a piece of granite in there, and there's no granite either. Oh, there is diorite. Okay, there is diorite, but no granite. Okay, why is that? The joys of troubleshooting a system that... Here's why. Because there's not granite in there. There's chiseled deep slate in there. Okay, let's fix that. Oh my goodness. Ridiculous. This is just absurd. At least it's an easy fix, and it's not something that's broken with the system. That's at least nice, right? Where's the granite? There it is. That's what I want right there. All right, we can see an item moving all the way through the circuit over here. That's apparently not been... it's not been sorted somewhere. Let's go run. How did I get in here? Let's run back there really quickly and take a look and see. We should start seeing, yep, it's coming back through the bottom now. You can see all the flashing redstone, and we should have some items down here. Yes, that have not been sorted. That is a functioning, I think, sorter. So that's pretty exciting. So I have completely run out of rockets. I need to get over to the house, the farmhouse there, to get some rockets, or at least some gunpowder, and make some rockets. It is at this moment in time that I've just realized I don't have a door to this place. I'm noticing the window behind me. I can get out there. Okay, there's no door to the factory yet. So I thought I was going to have to bust a hole in the wall just to get out. But I already have a hole in the wall. I forgot about this window. Thanks. Thanks, J-Boy Crew, for all the sniffers. Don't know what I'm going to do with them. Anyway, here we go. Over to the farmhouse to hopefully find some rockets. With no paper or sugar cane at the farmhouse, I feel like I am starting Minecraft all over again. Let's grab this sugar cane and we will take it back over to the base. J-Boy Crew wants to know if my multi-item sorter is working. You're darn right it is, J-Boy Crew. You're darn right it is. Well, time to gear back up. I stood against my wall to let the iron farm run and let the sugarcane grow up so we can get a little bit of sugarcane going over here. And a creeper must have spawned somewhere out here and then walked all the way around this wall to come right over here and boom, blow me up. That's the only thing I can imagine. Not super happy about it, but I've got a few things, but I'm definitely going to need to gear up some tools, I think. We got some villagers down here. They're moving really slowly and not near as much iron as I had hoped, but that's because I died. Now, let me tell you something. I don't appreciate that this thing apparently stopped running once I died, but all my stuff despawned. That's bogus. But it is how we do. Boy, I'm glad that wasn't any higher because I double tapped spacebar like I was going to fly. Okay, I'll catch up with you in a bit. I have gotten myself pretty well repaired up. I still don't have my helmet and boots on, so some of my armor isn't great, but I do have my tools back, and that's the big thing. While doing that, I was trying to sell iron and all kinds of stuff, and of course we got the little iron farm, the small farm. Oh, I don't think I've shown you the small farm. Oh, wait, yeah, I think you did see the small farm out at the industrial area, but this is the waifu design that I made many, many months ago. Well, this is severely broken, and I'm having to try and figure out what's wrong with it and how to fix it. So several things had happened. One is my villagers got stuck down in the tubes up at the top. I didn't have enough villagers in here. I got all of those, all the villagers replaced. So we should have enough villagers in here now that it is correct. All the beds are full, all that kind of stuff. The other issue that happened was, I think it was maybe that guy right down there. A iron golem was able to fall onto him and killed one of my zombies. So I had to replace a zombie. Now I have a totally different problem, which is down here at the bottom of these. You can probably see that just in these 3 cells alone, there is 3 different configurations of blocks in here. So here we've got the obsidian to the right, 2 leaf blocks, and a couple of slime blocks. Here, the slime blocks are up a block. The leaf blocks are completely gone. And here, the slime blocks are under the obsidian. And again, no leaf blocks there. And then I think this one is back to what the first design was in the leaf blocks and everything. Here, we're back with the slime under the obsidian, and here we are with the slime pushed up and the leaves not there. So I have to figure out which one of these configurations is correct and get them all reset to that configuration. I think this is the correct configuration. I'm trying to watch the video and figure out if I'm right about that. There's a chance that I'm going to end up having to tear down like basically everything from this point down and redo it. I really want to avoid that if I can. I think I have everything corrected. I'm hoping. So I'm fairly certain that I'm ready to remove these red blocks, the nether blocks around the lower zombies, and go ahead and get it going, fire it up and give it a test run. We are going to make some changes to this, to my area here, so that we make sure that we don't run into a similar problem in the future. And that's just going to be with a simple chunk loader, because I think that is what ultimately caused the problem. I think that whether I logged out or maybe the server restarted, I was overnight AFK or something like that. I just think that, oh my goodness, having a real hard time here, folks. I think that at the end of the day, just making sure that the chunks are loaded anytime that the farm is on will significantly help what we've got going on here. So we'll add a chunk loader as long as this thing is ready to go. Got it. There we go. All right, so here are the things that I don't understand. Oh my gosh, because I've got columns that are missing. This is how my villagers got out. Oh, for Pete's sake. Now then I've got some that aren't getting bumped back up for some reason. Like this guy right here, its timing is broken now. Don't know why. All right, well, apparently some more work still to do on this bad boy. Where's my switch? And we've got everything lined back up again. So a couple of those cells where the villagers were not getting shot back up, I had an observer facing the wrong direction, didn't catch it, didn't notice it. I'm still a little worried about the timings anyway, but we're going to go ahead and turn it back on and just see how things run here. And we are going to hope for the absolute best. All right, guys are being scared awake. And see, this is what I don't understand, is why these guys are already down here not being shot back up. So as I'm looking around here, I don't see anything that's wrong. So let's just give it a chance to kind of work through the cycle once and see if anything changes for us. Okay, the last thing I think we need to check, I forgot about this. Up here in the timings, there's supposed to be a certain number of items in each of these droppers. So I think I'm going to check those droppers and make sure that everything's right, because that's my guess as to why there's something not wrong there. And I missed some glass. I double checked all of these and I still missed it. Gosh darn it. All right, well, time to get back to some repair work. Okay, I think finally, hopefully, I've actually got this set. So there is an item that goes through these droppers, and they're supposed to start in each corner, and they were not in the right places. So again, I am very confident that this is a chunk loading issue, and we need to add a chunk loader to this. So let's go ahead and fire it up one last time. Third time's a charm, right? That's what they say. And we should see these guys all drop on the corners. Oh no, why'd those guys drop? Okay, maybe I forgot to reset that one. I may have forgotten to reset that cell. So let's see what happens here. That would be them dropping down, and then it should shoot them back up. Bang. And it looks... I don't know what's going on over here. I'm missing a piece. I'm missing some glass. Oh, I got to get this stopped. I got to go get down and get that glass in. What side was that on, you guys? And things seem to be synced back up correctly. All right, the farm is running at full capacity once again. I'm going to let her run for a little bit, just make sure I don't have any other villager issues as far as the glass tubes go. And then I will add some chunk loaders, and we'll talk about that. All right, after watching for a while, things seem to be functioning correctly. The one thing that I'm seeing is that this cell, for some reason, only has one villager in it, and then this one has none. So I don't know where they all went because, well, these ones escaped. Okay, I am now seeing that I'm missing 2 pieces of glass here, and I'm missing one there as well. So they did escape. So that's what happened. All right. So I need to get 4 more villagers in there, and then this thing is going to be all good. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off so that we can reload villagers for like the 5th time. I'm going to have to set some tracks up. It's exhausting. I am over this farm. So I died. Iron golems started attacking me for unknown reasons. No clue why. I've lost multiple items again. I've lost my pickaxe again. And now, while recovering items, a creeper blew up under the farm because I can't get away from it, apparently. You can probably hear the frustration in my voice. I am not a happy camper right now because this should have been done an hour ago. And the 5th time that I took villagers up there, I did exactly the same thing that I did every other time. And then they went and climbed on top of the farm somehow. So, you know, you do the same thing over and over and over again with different results. And that's the nature of Minecraft sometimes. And I'm really, really frustrated because there's other things that I'm not getting done now. And this should have been taken care of hours ago. Hours ago. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. And I don't even have a pick to be able to do anything with. Now that I finally have everybody in their beds, and I do believe that the farm is fully functional at this point, it is time to get the chunk loaders in place. So this is a pretty simple process if you have some idea of what you're doing. And I'm not 100% sure how many loaders we need. So we're going to go ahead and do the science part of this together. So the farm looks like the chunk that I'm standing in right now is the primary chunk. And it goes from those yellow lines right there to those yellow lines right there. A single chunk loader will load the chunk that it is in and then the chunks around it as well. So one chunk loader should load 9 chunks essentially. And it looks like I did pretty good here in keeping this farm within the bounds of the 9 chunks that if we put a chunk loader right here in the middle, we should get no. We should get all of the chunks that it is in. I could have moved a little bit more to the right maybe, but by and large, we're going to be good with just a single chunk loader, which is solid. I've got the things to make plenty more if I needed to, but this will work. I had to change my design a little bit, but thank you Mojang for a great update in 1.21.5. So these chunk loaders are super simple now, and we will head up there and take a look at it, but it is functioning now. It's all connected to the on switch for the farm. So once the farm turns on, the chunk loader turns on. When the farm turns off, the chunk loader turns off. So now we have it all connected together. And here's how this simple bad boy, little bad boy works. You got powered rails running into running into a portal. And on the other side, we've got powered rails as well going into the portal, and it's the exact same setup on the other side, except it's just a lever on both sides because I want it always on. And then there are 3 minecarts on there. You just place 1, 2, and then 3, and they just push each other back and forth into the portal and out of the portal, and that keeps the chunk loaded. Now with that chunk loader, I mean, I could technically leave this thing running for forever and never, ever turn it off. But because there are so many hoppers, so much redstone, so many villagers in these chunks, we will be turning it off when we aren't around or as often as we can. With that repair done, I think I'm going to call that the end of the episode. We've gotten a lot of work done both over here and over at the factory with the new storage room over there. Lots of work still to be done there, and lots of work still to be done over here at our home base originally. So appreciate you guys coming along for the ride, and we will see you hopefully sometime soon. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and I will see you.